Hey everybody, if my math is correct, it's two guys with three things, and Mike, you are up.
Well, a couple of things that we heard from Josh Jacobs and Xavier McKinney the first time we got to chat with them that they are very excited about. One, they are former Alabama teammates, and they are now reunited in the NFL with the Green Bay Packers. And the other thing is both of these guys are really excited to play with an up-and-coming team with a franchise quarterback now in Jordan Love, and they are looking forward to being on a contender. Both of these guys, they've been to the playoffs only once in their careers each so far, and they're looking forward to some potentially long playoff runs maybe with the Green Bay Packers.
First impressions from my side is what's not to like. First of all, these guys are difference makers. You can tell by their tape, you can tell by the numbers they've put up in their time in the league. They are difference makers. They will make a difference in Green Bay. Another thing, they look the part. Josh Jacobs is 5'10", around 220. There is some substance to the dude. I imagine when he hits you, you feel it. And as a matter of fact, his tape says as much. Xavier McKinney, they list him at 6 feet, 200 pounds, roughly, 201 actually. And he is the longest 6 feet, 200 pounder I have ever seen. Did you think he was 6 feet?
Yeah.
I thought he was 6'2", 6'3", that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
He's got length. I
Yeah.
mean, he just looks different than what it says on the program. So that's something to watch. The other thing is that these guys are both, as you mentioned, from Alabama. I love that pedigree. Nick Saban puts up with no baloney. He works those guys, and these guys have come to Green Bay ready to work. You can tell by the demeanor, you can tell by the way they talk. And the other thing that probably overrides all the other stuff is that both these guys were captains on their respective teams last year. When your best players, and these guys will be among the Packers' best players, when your best players are your best people, you're in a great, great situation locker room-wise. Mike, do you have anything else?
One last thing I'll say about Xavier McKinney. I asked him about his tackling because he racked up 116 tackles for the Giants last year, and the stat service has had him.
But you mentioned his missed tackles.
Yeah, well, I wanted to ask him about that. The stat service has had him for six or seven. No. 6 or 7 missed tackles, right? Which is a really, really low number when you're putting up 100 plus over the course of a season. And his answer to that question: 6 or 7's too many. I'm going to get that number down. Well, when you're already one of the best tacklers in the league and your attitude is that you're still going to work to improve, that's a good guy to have on your defense.
You are right. Bottom line, a couple of good guys are joining the Green Bay Packers. And that's two guys with three things. See you next time.